Diving into another demo, this one for Alina of the Arena, one of several that we selected from previous Demothon, DIY Demothon number 3 to check out. This one's come highly recommended. I think this game is fully released, too. It is a tactical, positional arena roguelike deck builder. Just started a veteran difficulty run. It says win 5 fights to face a champion, which is here at the end. Looks like we start here on the bottom and we work our way up. We don't have to fight fights at every level, but if we choose to fight at least 5 fights, then we can get to the champion. So I guess we would go fight, fight. Let's see, what kind of other options do we have? Meditate, choose to create, forget, or switch. An event, shops, events, resting. Okay, either way, we have to take this one fight at the bottom, and then we can go from there. Cards and energy. Each card performs an action and costs energy to play. Defeat enemies by playing your cards strategically. Both your cards and energy do not carry over turns, so try to make the most of them. Initiative. An initiative is added to your hand at the start of each turn. Because of the card's eliminable opener property, you must choose whether to play it first. Decide if you need to reposition yourself before you do anything else. Initiative action. Music a little on the loud side, forgive me. Okay. Move one tile, eliminable opener. So we have to play this first. Eliminable opener. Well, that's a mouthful. Eliminable opener. This card will be eliminated if it's not played first. All right. So that's an exhaust. Actually, that's a removal effect. Permanent removal. We got a strike. We've got a strike. These are range 1. There's rocks. Throw straight forward. Deal 1 damage. Eliminate. So you can go pick up rocks from the arena. Interesting, very interesting. So we could move one this way to start moving towards a rock while also fighting. This enemy hits for 11. They've got 12 health, which we cannot do in a single attack. Wind up kinetic, next attack deals double damage. Slam, charge 2 tiles, stop, and knock back first enemy for 2 damage. Charge 2 tiles. It's exhausted on play. Yeah. Yeah, we can do 4, 8, 12. We can just kill them in this round. As long as we don't move. Got it. A sword got thrown in. Yeah, crush him! So people are throwing things into the arena. That's interesting. Heavy blow, deal 12 damage. Okay, so this is 2 for 12, 1 for 6 rather than 1 for 4. It's an improvement over our basic strikes. Kick, 0 cost, deal 2 damage, and get some knockback. That's a nice utility. Or breathing technique. Gain 5 block, return a card from your discard pile to your draw pile. Oh, wow. It does 2 things. Hard for me to tell what these colors indicate, right? This is like black, this is like silver, and this is like copper. So is there gold tier? Is it like rock tier, copper tier, silver tier, gold tier? Breathing technique looks pretty nice. This is not a substantial increase over the damage per energy of our basic strikes, and it leaves us with limited options, but it's a very dense card. And I haven't gotten to see our whole deck, so... Oh, and I'm not sure how to open it. Here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. These have copper backings, these have silver backings, but they do the same thing. Gray again. We have some basic blocks that block for 4, so this is only a 1-point upgrade over those, but it does also give us this headbutt style consistency technique. Let's take breathing technique. You can skip and get 5 gold in this game, so you actually get paid to skip. Place weapons in the colored hand slots to enhance combat cards of the same color. Manage your weapons wisely to increase your fighting potential. I see. The reason that there are gold, silver, and gray cards is that there is copper, silver, and gray, is that there's a copper, a silver, and gray slots that we can place our weapons into. Okay. Place here for gold. Select items to keep. Rusty longsword. At the end of the fight, someone threw a rusty longsword into the arena. It says increase damage by 1. Area attack. Heavy two-handed. Heavy adds 1 fatigue to your hand when a combat of matching color is played. Fatigue does nothing. It is a status. Okay, it's like a slime. Two-handed. Equipping this card requires both hands. Now, the fatigue is only in your fight for... or in your hand for, in your deck rather, for the combat. So that's a temporary effect. Early in the run, that's probably okay. We're not going to be cycling through our deck very much, right? Equipping this card requires both hands. I see. So if I equip it right now, it uses both of the slots. So we go ahead and put it in the copper. And do we only get the effect in the copper? We're going to have to find that out. Okay, that was neat. That was neat. Let's only fight. I just want to see if that's possible. Up against what looks like another contestant, except they look kind of zombified. Looks like they do 7 damage and they take 19. Our strikes claim to do 5. All of our strikes. Okay, so two-handed weapons go into both slots and they apply both colors, or to both colors rather. So 5, 5, and 5. Because of this, we have these area attacks now, but we've only got to fight 1 enemy. Kinetic was a reason to potentially consider heavy blow, right? Kinetic plus heavy blow is 3 energy for 24 damage, which is really nice. Now we're really talking. Talking 8 damage in energy, that's really nice. Yeah, but right now it looks like really we're gonna move in, right? Use an initiative to move in. Get a strike in and then use breathing technique. That's fine. Fatigue. Brings strike back. That's absolutely fine. We don't want to be cycling our deck. We just want to win. 2 damage taken. Not a big deal. Block. Gain block by playing defensive cards. Block reduces the damage you receive. However, all block is removed at the start of each turn, so play them only when they're needed. Okay, we should just win here now. Oh, do we not actually have 14 damage? Wacky. You know what? We could have double blocked on that turn very easily. When your draw pile is empty, drawing another card will shuffle all cards in your discard pile back into your draw pile. Okay, so we know this particular mechanic. So far, the movement is very limited, but I'm kind of I'm kind of expecting to find more movement effects as cards. As cards. Final blow. Deal 2 damage. Increase damage by 1 each time the card is retained this fight. Retain. So you hold it and it scales by 1 each time. That's horrendously slow. I mean, even if you draw it on the first turn, it still takes 2 more turns until it's equal to a basic strike. How long are fights supposed to be? So far, they're like 3 turns maximum. Yeah, I guess we do have initiative, so we can run away in a lot of fights. That's true. We can just dodge and then come in and finish. That's a good point. The tactical component makes this better, in theory. Bloody Trap. Place a bloody trap within 2 tiles. Bloody trap deals 4 damage when stepped on, then applies 3 bleed and 1 immobilized. Bleed is increased damage received by 1. Stack increases each turn, so it's like a vulnerable effect, actually. Immobilized, cannot move. Removable, attack its style to remove it, okay. There's also Fortify here. Gain 30 block and exhaust. 30 block for 1? Place here for gold, a rusty shield, increase block by 1, gain 1 barricade, keep half your block for this turn. Now hold up 1 minute. What color was that fortify? It's silver. We don't have any block in gray, do we? I guess, though, we do have some gray cards. Like now if we use slam or wind up, it also gives us a block. And it gives us barricade. So this is probably still worth doing. Otherwise, we're only getting 1 gold out of this. I mean, that's just nothing, right? Teak, the block card, is in the right-hand side color. Yeah, the silver, but our rusty longsword is 2-handed. So we can't put the block. Yeah, you can't see under my head. I'm sorry, it blocks our right weapon right now, my face. But Rusty Longsword is 2-hand, so it's using both the copper and the silver slot. Oh, hold up. I can go sideways? Create, select a new card to add to your deck. Forget, select a card to remove from your deck. Or switch, select a card to switch its slot color. Okay. Let's start forgetting. Let's start forgetting basic strikes. It's like solitaire, okay. We're going down the stack. You're given the opportunity to pick any weapon you like from an old storeroom, but hours of searching turns up nothing but rusted junk. Just as you're about to give up, you notice the demonic aura of a peculiar sword in the corner. You tell yourself to stay away from it, but the sword is already in your hands. Follow the urge and take the sword. Receive Bloodbiter. This is a gray weapon. Increased damage by 8. Attacks cost 3 HP. It's cursed. Power move effect. Oh, I see. This is a weapon. Okay. This is not a card. This is a weapon. We're going to hold it in a hand. Increased damage by 8, but attacks cost 3 HP. Power move effect. Restore HP equal to 50% of damage dealt. Cursed. Cannot be unequipped or placed in item slots. I mean, I'm going to take it. 2 dank, 2 function. Are you sure it cannot be unequipped? Yeah, it's cool. I want it. Okay, Rusty Longsword. You're going to Gold Town. Now, right now, it looks like I can only equip 1, like, gray item. So I guess that's just how it is. Ah, we got to an elite already. Okay, interesting. I don't know if I could tell that that was an elite beforehand. And we do have a rest option that we can kind of hold until we need it, which is really cool. Shield another? Yes. Can we move that? Power move. Your weapon has a power move. Try it out. Toggling the power move greatly increases your weapon's potential. Although it can only be used for a limited number of times, it recharges after every fight. So don't hold back. Use it to turn the tides of battle. So, power move, restore HP equal to 50% of damage dealt if we want to do that. This enemy has lined up the shot right now, so we would need to move to get out of the way if we wanted to do this. This enemy is preparing to immobilize us, which we don't want. But we also have Fortify, so we can kind of block whenever we need to. I wish we had the barricade effect on right now. Let's go move. And let's do power up, because I want to see how long it lasts. You know, if we stood there, we could kill multiple, huh? I guess we don't need power move this turn. They threw me a spear. Sick. Wonderful. Reloading! Okay. Now power move effect. Wind up. Why are these only doing... I was under the impression that this increased damage by 8. Oh, I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it. Only when you're not in power move, I think. I bet the snag will be broken if we kill this enemy. Oh, it's because I was using strikes that weren't coppered. I get it, I get it. No, I'm being foolish. I'm being foolish. 2 color weapons. Copper, silver. I immediately forgot about this mechanic because the first weapon that was offered to us was a 2-hander, which is actually the kind of game design feature that I might, like, for a first run, I might hard code against. Because you're trying to reinforce to your player that you have 2 weapon hands and you need to consider these 2 parts of your deck, right? Your wrath and your calm, your front and your back, your left and your right, your copper and your silver and your iron. You're trying to teach players that there's an extra level of depth to these basic attacks and defends. So then you don't want to offer them a weapon right away which doesn't actually play into that mechanic, right? 2-handed sword we were offered applied to both our copper and our silver weapons, and so I instantly forgot which color was happening. Which color strike was removed. So the previous removal that I did was a silver strike, because I knew that I was going to be focusing on damage in the copper hand, right? So I removed a silver strike. I also did this because I knew that Fortify was a silver card, and I wanted to make sure that any strong utility or block effects could go in our Fortify hand, since this is going to get played, right? That was my consideration. We don't want to put cursed weapon on our big block, right? We want to do something different than that. So that was the idea. Let's use slam here. What I want to see is, do you think that this knockback will actually interrupt their attack? I doubt it, but it's a ranged attack. It's kind of special, right? Let's try. It sure didn't. Mad healing happened there. That was nice. And now we're looking at Fortune Potion. Reduce the cost of 1 random card in your hand to 0 this fight. Oh, these are actual temporary effects. Let's try picking this up. Fortify. And breathing technique. Let's bring back a strike. And then next turn, let's power move kill. Ideally, we'd heal, but I think we're out of power, actually. So, no dice. But we can use a strike that doesn't do self-damage to get the kill. That's fine. Range of slam was 1 too low. Oh, then I misread the card, yeah. It said dash forward 2, stop, and slam an enemy, so I assumed that it would hit the enemy at 3. But I guess you needed to have the enemy within that range. That makes sense. Checks out. So what I want to see after this is if we can move our weapons. I want to see if I can do this. Move the rusty shield here, but I don't know. Maybe we can't. If we guard, does it prevent damage to self? We need to figure that out. That's good science. Repel says gain 5 block, gain 1 counter. Counter, when attacked, deal back damage equal to remaining block for 1 turn. Hey, equal to remaining block with a barricade effect and with basically an impervious. That's pretty nice. There's also Tough Nut, gain 2 block and 2 hardy. Hardy says increase block gained from cards in your hand by 1. Stack decreases each turn. Okay, so temporary. And Hunker Down, it's a 3-cost, but it says block is not removed each turn if you do not move. So this is a barricade, but we already have kind of a barricade effect here. I think I like the repel with all the block that we can generate. Fortune Potion, a consumable. Reduce the cost of 1 random card in your hand to 0 this fight, and then eliminate. And Spear, increase damage by 1, attack 2 tiles, but this is also a 2-handed weapon, so it would apply to both. We're going to move Rusty Shield to the silver as planned. When it says consumable, what I wonder is, does that mean that when I use gray cards, they will get removed permanently, or does that mean that when this is activated, it's removed permanently? I would think that. I mean, it does say potion, right? It's interesting that we can sell it for 12 gold, but I think we take it. If we can sell it here, we can probably sell it at a shop. I mean, it's still letting me sell this Rusty Shield, right? So it's not like once you take something, it loses its value. We might as well carry it around. I mean, I see no reason to have money now if we can have money later. 76 gold doesn't seem like a lot, but let's go ahead and hit up a shop. Aha, this is what I was looking for. Manage your items. That's the button I was looking for. Let's go ahead and hit up a shop now and see what we're up against. Cards? Buy cards, remove cards, switch card colors, or items. Buy weapons and consumables, upgrade weapons. Upgrade weapons? Can I go to both? Okay, stuff is very expensive. There are consumables here that we can buy for cheapsies. Dust, interrupt enemies with the frontal arc. Art of War, gain 3 poised. Bag of Tricks, draw 3 cards. Very nice. If we want to try to upgrade Bloodbiter, we do upgrade stat, add power moves, or sell items. Okay. We can't afford any of the weapons here. Sharpened Dagger, increase damage by 1 whenever you deal unblocked damage, apply 1 bleed. Knuckle Dagger, increase damage by 1 whenever you deal unblocked damage, apply 1 bleed. Hand Axe, increase damage by 3. Weapon, weapon, weapon. Let's try upgrade stat and see what it costs. 50 gold to upgrade the Bloodbiter. Right now it's damage by 8, attacks cost 3 HP. What will it upgrade to? To 9. Okay. We can do 1 upgrade here and it'll be plus 1 damage on our copper weapons. Sure. I'll take it. It's a ton of damage. Rusty Shield costs 50. Bloodbiter from here, 200. We need a lot more money. Leaving the shop will conclude the event. Okay, wow. So the shop type that you choose, that's final. That's final. Let's go find Elite. Bling! Warrior's Pride. I'll wait here until there's only the 2 of us, says the Elite. Guard. Enemy prepares to gain 25 block. Warrior's Pride. Gain 1 strength whenever you play a card that's not combat. So if we play skills, they power up. Spooky. 2 enemies here, a 19 and a 20 health. They're hitting for 7. Hey, guard actually counts as combat. Okay, so it's specifically skills and powers. We do have the fortune potion that we can use when it's time. So we can go like initiative, kinetic, and get a kill, but then we'll take damage. So we have to move over here so the other one can't hit us. That's perfect. Doing this will power them up, but that's okay. Took our 3 retaliated damage. Hand Axe increased damage by 3, okay. Remember, we have Rusty Shield, so increase block by 1 and gain 1 barricade whenever we use these blocks, right? Enemy block. Unlike your blocks, enemy block is not removed each turn. However, reducing it to 0 will break their guard and stun them for 1 turn, so try to time each stun to your advantage. Got it. Wow, we don't have enough strike to kill here. But we do have a built-in barricade, so why don't we just block for 1 billion and kill them with our block, and then proceed to fight this enemy? I mean, that's perfect. Fortify, repel, and guard. In turn. 37 retaliatory. What was that? Say the spectators. What on earth? Are you kidding me? I just can't believe it. I think we're gonna stand here and just block, right? Like repel, breathing technique. What is this? Demon Slayer crossbow. Increase damage by 2, apply 1 death mark. The longer we stay in fights, the more items are thrown our way. There's a bag of tricks? That seems good. Some of these are epic, yeah. Demon Slayer crossbow, increase damage by 1, apply 1 death mark. Kill to gain 1 energy, that's pretty neat. Last time though, we picked up stuff that was on the ground afterwards, so I don't need to rush to get these things. Like, we're okay. We're okay to engage a bit more slowly. We can just slam here. Oh, it strengthens them though. Maybe that was ill-advised, huh? It's fine. They're trying to hit us for 14. I mean, we're already blocking 14. So we guard to get that barricade. Now, if we strike right now, the question becomes, do we take the self damage? Let's find out. We're blocking. Will we block this? We do not. We still take the self damage. Okay. So, knowledge is power. They took the bag. Enemies can take the items? I was not prepared for that. Okay. Barricade resumed. Big block resumed. 14 damage incoming. So I think we wind up this turn because we're basically guaranteed to hit one of these 2 copper strikes next turn, and then we'll do huge damage with it and stun. This does empower the enemy, but we still full block, and then we should get the stun this turn, no problem, right? Confirmed. Guard broken. Enemy stunned. Cannot attack. Very cool. Bringing back one of these strikes. Carrying some guard forward. Might as well. Because they should be swinging again this turn. They're still incapacitated. Unbelievable. It seems like we only get to use power move 1 time. Kind of weird, right? Wind up and a kill. We took some damage, but it's almost all from us. I mean, we're just the self-damage monster, right? Keep them on the edge of their seats. There's a bonus for what happens in the fight, or maybe that's just flavor. I couldn't really tell. Seemed like we wanted to take that elite fight before we went to the shop. We would have had a much, much more effective shop if we had. Defeat Honor Guy. New card unlocked. Terrorize. Click to view upgrade. Apply 1 week to all enemies as the base. Weak is 25% attack reduction. Upgrade is 2 week to all enemies. So this is an Intimidate. But with 1 cost. You've won the fight. Select a new card. Okay. Deadly Touch is a gray card. Apply 99 death mark and 2 sapped. Deathmark again is kill to gain 1 energy. So if it's 99 Deathmark, does that mean kill to gain 99 energy? Sapped, reduce attack damage by 1. Hold up. Is this a self action? Are we giving ourselves... No, surely this is on an enemy. This is weird. Dempsey roll. Whenever you move, gain 2 momentum and 2 block. Momentum, increase damage dealt by 1 this turn. Okay. Okay, this is a power. This is permanent. You play this, and then you have the value. Whenever you move, and that should include movement from, as an example, slam. It says charge 2 tiles, but that's a movement effect. Warcry, gain 1 trance, increase damage by 50% for 1 turn, and it's free. Hey, that works pretty nicely with the curse weapon. Like this, and then also get a big heal. We need more draw. Fire Surge, apply 3 burn to all enemies within a frontal diamond. Burn says take 1 direct damage at the end of each turn. Stack decreases each turn. Fire Starter, creating flaming tiles within the attack range. Receive 1 burn when occupying a flaming tile. Okay. Finally, Brand. Deal 4 damage, apply 1 pyrophobia. Receive 1 additional burn whenever burn is received. Okay, so some burn synergy. Notably, this is a copper combat, so it will also receive the effect of Bloodbiter. And I do feel that our deck is a little bit combat shy. My feeling is that this is actually between Warcry or Brand. I think that stacking multiplicative damage bonuses with a huge amount of extra damage from Bloodbiter will feel really, really nice. And it will allow us to heal for a lot more, too, when the time comes. I guess this is rare based on the color, or maybe all powers are yellow. I'm not sure. I'm going to go Warcry here. Select items to keep. Bag of Tricks, absolutely. Let's draw 3 cards. I think I'll do that over Fortune Potion, rather. Demon Slayer Crossbow, increase damage by 2, apply 1 Death Mark. I mean, we're running Rusty Shield, and it actually felt really, really nice. So I think I'm going to sell all this. So yeah, a lot of money, actually. We're at 165. Why don't we meditate and forget another card? And then fight another basic enemy, try to get 1 more, like, copper combat, and then we'll fight another elite. I agree. I feel good about the synergy in Warcry, rather. I'm with you. Switch its slot color. That's a way to fix this. I mean, I'm not super eager to just reassign strikes, but it's actually not bad. Or like making breathing technique silver for us, given the setup. That's not bad either. Yeah, truthfully, we've got to think that removing some strikes eventually is correct. Maybe the answer now is actually to remove a basic guard. I don't mind that at all. Certainly feels like we want to take removals when they're offered. Maybe not so much, given that we're generating. Oh, we're not generating the fatigue anymore, are we? Only Slam does this. Okay, so this enemy is preparing to charge us. 24 health, 21 health on this one. This enemy's trying to snare us. This one has 4 health only, but 20 block. So we need to deal with Big Bad and Snary here. We can do that with just a simple slam. Slam and then a strike, but we'll also just kill them with a strike. But slam lets us move. Seems useful. We certainly could play Fortify now, but I actually think I'm going to play the Fatigue. get it out of the draw. Enemies trying to hit us for 8. Enemies trying to hit us for 14. But they're charging a specific direction, so we just move here with initiative, give them a hit, and then smack them with the breathing technique. We're definitely going to need to use a big heal soon, so let's line up Strike and hope to play, like, next turn is actually loaded. Warcry, Wind Up, and Strike, and then just kill something and get a massive heal, right? Because that's double, and that's 50% more, so this should be triple. We should be doing, like, 39 damage. It's just a full heal for us. Oh, and we made them kill the... Okay. That was the best moment right there. That's when it became a real tactics game, on that turn. That's when Into the Breach came in to slay the Spire and made Alina the arena, is when we got out of the way and the enemy charged into another enemy. That's perfect. That's freaking perfect. Okay. Overdamage doesn't heal you? I don't know. We're going to have to find out. We're going to have to find out. %50 of damage dealt. So I think you're right. Warcry. Wind Up. Power Move. Strike. Will it include damage to shield? That's what we need to figure out. This is 39 damage. In a worst case, this only heals us for 2, because we only actually do 4 health damage. In a likely case, this heals us for 12, because we technically do 24 damage. In a best case, this heals us for 20, 19.5 rounding up, otherwise 19. 20. Overkill counts. And it rounded up. That's the best case outcome. 50% of all damage that you would have dealt, assuming infinite life on the enemy. There you go. Unfortunately, I think this enemy's going to charge over this spiky potion. What we got to see is if they get it. Enemy stunned. I don't see a way to knock them over here, which is too bad. So we'll just go ahead and kill him. It would be nice, actually, to have a few attacks which are silver, because at this point, right, we don't need to be taking any more damage, but we still have to use our copper strikes because it's too hard to get the kills otherwise. I guess we could go like this. Strike. Strike. Oh, I was then going to do a breathing technique. Well. Wah, wah. But I had already used initiative, which does cost energy, right? So it's okay. We use initiative this time. I wonder if they'll slam into each other. Probably not, right? We go Warcry. Wind Up. Strike. Minimizing incoming, right? And then if we draw into the silver weapon, as noted, then we'll get a kill here without having to take any more self-damage. Is breathing technique doing self-damage? Hold up. No, it's not. So only for attacking effects. Attacks cost 3 HP. It does even specify that. Okay, good. Stunned because it hit a wall. Makes sense. GG. This is growing on me very, very quickly. This is a game that it's going to be hard for me to not play quite a bit more of. Genuinely. Genuinely. Okay, but we should at least try to get through this act. I think that that will complete a very good experience with the demo. So I'm just going to hunker down and really focus and see if we can get through this first boss. And probably that's where it cuts us off, too. If I were guessing, that's where it'll cut us off. Okay, Flaming Trap. Deal 4 damage when stepped on, then applies 3 burn and 1 immobilized. Okay, so burn stuff. There's also the Best Defense. Deal 6 damage, expend all block, and deal 1 additional damage each. That's actually pretty sweet for us. That's another way to convert our block. This is also a copper combat, so it'll work with Bloodbiter. Or Blind, deal 6 damage, apply 1 weak. And this is notably a silver combat, so it would not be getting the Bloodbiter synergy with our current build. But we can always move that around. This is another way to do damage without taking self-damage. And I don't mind the idea of Blind, but I actually like this Best Defense. With our gigantic block that we have, too. It's pretty nice. Shield 2, increase block by 2, gain 1 barricade. Okay, so this is just an improvement over Rusty Shield. There's also Sharpened Dagger, increase damage by 1 whenever you deal unblocked damage, 1 bleed, we've seen it. And Needle Potion, gain 2 spiky. When attacked, deal 1 damage back. I like Bag of Tricks better, to be honest. Let's just upgrade to this higher level shield and get out of here. Because of our synergies, often drawing more cards is just a really effective way to finish strong. Okay, so we can go rest, elite, fight, fight, question mark, shop, rest, champion. Heal or train. Train, upgrade a card. Hell yes. Okay. Let's look at the upgrades. Warcry goes to Warcry Plus, which is 2 trance. Increase damage by 50% for 2 turns, I guess. That's pretty sweet. Wind Up becomes free. That helps a lot, actually. Slam becomes free. Same card. Repel just increases its base block. Fortify increases its base block to 40 freaking 5. That's actually pretty huge, too, since we have Barricade built in. Doubling on the base blocks. Breathing Technique to 8. Otherwise the same effect. Best Defense to 8. And 2 additional damage each. So you get to multiply your block. Okay, so I'm kind of liking this option to where we go upgrade Fortify and then upgrade Best Defense. Or probably actually the opposite way. Upgrade Best Defense. 8 damage. Double your block value in damage. It'll just be a very strong finisher. And it's a good way to convert silver cards into damage, thus reducing the amount of self-damage we take from the cursed weapon. And it'll be an excellent way to get a full heal, right? Especially in combination, we can realistically start to hit like 100 damage with this card, and that'll just be a full heal for us. So I think I like it a lot. Getting charged by a Gob Brother. This one's just attacking for 7, and this one's attacking for 5. Definitely going to want to move. I mean, we could sit still. How far can you charge? We can actually go here and get hit by both of these and just fortify through it, and then we'll be in range to hit this one. But these have 44 life. I mean, they are beefy. A retaliate. I hadn't seen that. We got up to 1 combo, and I don't know what that means. Nor do I know what this little slot does. Lots to see, lots to learn. Yeah, I think we go ahead and fortify. It carries quite a bit of block to next turn, too. Yes, so people are saying you don't have to clear the rest of the board. You can attack boss. I saw that. I'm fighting more fights because it gives us power, right? Just makes us stronger. And I get to see more game this way. In general, in roguelikes, If the game gives you a chance to avoid fights, you still may not want to, has been my finding. Breathing technique and bring back repel again, or we could bring back Warcry. I like bringing back Warcry and then just doing a massive hit. I've really liked this kind of meditate effect. Oh good, we'll get them to slam into each other, that's perfect. Best defense already says 35. If we use wind up, it's at 70. And then we can heal for 35 instantly. That's nasty. So instead of letting them slam into each other, let's actually do that. Ridiculous self-heal. Ridiculous. Okay, that was as strong of a combo as I wanted it to be. That was sick. If we just Warcry here, best defense is already killing this one. And then what? I just guard the other one? Maybe I can kill both somehow. Take 3 damage here, but it's not the end of the world. Oh, cool. An even better shield. Nice. Yeah, we could carry some block forward. But we're not far away from just getting a kill with basic strikes. Is that true? If we do 1 basic strike, we're within range with 1 copper strike, and then we'd leave with 64 health. That's really good. Oh. Hell yeah. We upgraded our shield to a strike shield. Increase block by 2, gain 1 barricade, and power move effect. Enter strike mode, deal knockback. So we can deal knockback with our silver attacks. That's sweet. That enemy just healed? So rude! Could have used some basic strikes there. Probably should have. But it's okay. We can just finish with best defense here, right? There's the extra 3. 64 on the way out as planned. Substantial healing in that fight. Wicked. Defeated Gob Brother. New card unlocked, Razor Sharp. A 3 cost power. Apply 1 bleed whenever you deal unblocked damage. Remember, bleed stacks up a debuff on enemies that causes your future attacks to do even more damage. That's what we've seen so far. Offered a silver card, Stand Your Ground. Gain 7 block multiplied by number of surrounding enemies. That's cool. Oil, action, double targets burn, more burn synergy. Deflect, just gain 14 block, but it's a 2 cost. Battle Stance, gain 1 poised and 1 light-footed. Poised is draw 1 additional card next turn, and light-footed is next initiative you play, costs 0. So this is basically like, I'm going to move next turn, which feels a little weird because you could just move next turn. So this is like arguably a neutral card as long as every time you draw it, you actually want to use it. Because then you draw it, it replaces itself with 1 draw in the future, and it replaces its cost with in the future. That being said, unless the upgrade on this card is incredible, this is not worth it. It's just like, you just can't convince yourself that this card is worth taking, right? Fire Surge, more burn stuff. We could take Stand Your Ground if we think we're going to keep finding lots of enemy fights like that. Stand Your Ground would have been nuts in that fight. I'm at peace with that. I think that's worth 5 gold. Lightning Potion, gain 2 energized. Makes status cards free. We can just gain gold here too. I'm rich! More fighting. They look so weak. Okay, so we have a ranged enemy who's shooting here. Oh, wow, look, they're doing zone control. That's new. These enemies are trying to attack. We can just move into their attack range and double guard. That's actually really effective. And then next turn, we'd be able to use that big guard if it's offered. So here's the question. Warcry. Increase damage by 50% for 1 turn. Do you think that includes repel damage? Let's find out. Sure didn't. Okay, well, we can easily kill someone with Fortify and the best defense. Easily. But isn't that a little premature? Maybe we use best defense with no block to kill this one? Like wind up, best defense, strike, and just kill 2 enemies right now. Leave Fortify in the deck. Sick. Show me a move! We should probably be getting better at using consumables, but there's been no need to do so far. They're really trying to shoot me with their weapons. Unkind. 13 plus 8 is 21, which is just a bit shy, but it would get them stunned. Did you see that? Okay, I just learned a valuable lesson. The game has no qualms attacking into an empty square if you asked it to. I didn't mean to do that. We didn't have enough energy to do my plan anyway, so it was a bad plan. But I can't believe it just let me attack into an empty square. That's actually crazy. Let's get a full heal on one of these, huh? As close to it as we can. Go Warcry, because we're likely to draw best defense next turn, and then Fortify and guard. Carry as much block forward as possible. Bingo. Initiative. Power move. Best defense. 55 freaking healing. It's just dumb. Stand your ground with the 0 block. Don't mind if I don't. Ah, this is where items show up that are on the ground, right? Can I just use it immediately? Look, you can just throw it right away.
Yeah.
Oh no, did that use up my... Didn't I have a wind-up effect live? Oh no, I didn't yet. Okay. I was like, no way. So rude. I was like, do not put the damage into that stupid rock. Absolutely unforgivable if you do. You will not do it. Maybe we can actually use repel here for the kill. That'd be a pretty clever way to avoid taking damage. Clever. Check it out. Silver damage. Silver guard. Enemy hits. Takes retaliatory damage. Oh, they don't, because ranged attacks don't get hit by that. Okay, even if you're right next to them. Okay, good knowledge. Good knowledge. Even if you're right next to the enemy, the ranged attacks will not get countered. GG. Perfect! Ooh. Ignite. Deal 1 damage for each burn on target, then apply equal number of burn to all adjacent enemies. Whoa. Feint. Deal 6 damage. Return a random 0-cost card from the discard pile to your hand. We only have Warcry. But that doesn't have to stay that way. We can take more upgrades to get things to be 0. The wind-up upgrade makes it 0 cost. So returning Warcry and or wind-up, that's a lot of cycle. Or Raise Shield. Gain 3+0 block. Increased gain block by 2 each time this card is played this fight. Oh, that's cute. You need to cycle really fast for this to be effective, though. Really fast. I'm hesitantly willing to take a feint here. I think we've got enough upgrades left in the bank. We're going to be so rich when we actually go to the store the next time. Another one. Okay, it's got spiky spiders, more zombies, and what looks like some kind of hoodoo voodoo. Gain 1 strength each turn. Channel. Enemy prepares to apply 1 rage to a target. Hoodoo voodoo indeed. Confirmed for hoodoo and also voodoo. Maybe then we're moving here and just killing this turn. We can easily do so with initiative, wind up, and a strike. Destroy him! Hoodoo and voodoo. Yes, this is an event weapon, to be clear. So I'm not surprised that it's very strong. And it's supposed to be the downside is that it's got self-damage, but it's just not that big of a downside, right? I mean, that's really all it comes down to. What it all boils down to. I want to get in there and kill off this hoodoo and voodoo. Which we can do quite easily. Let's get out of the range of fire. Move like here. Play best defense. And then actually just play out this fatigue. This enemy hits us twice, which means it'll get repelled twice. Let's move in and let's do the double block. Ding, ding. That felt pretty dank. We'll get a full heal on this enemy with our power move, for sure. That's got to be the plan, right? Same plan. Same plan. Give him the hoodoo and the voodoo. Forward! Let's go ahead and get the wind-up ready. We're hoping to do wind-up, Warcry, best defense. It has been done. Power move. 100 heal. I'm number 1. Teak, you just used a busted card. Does that make you number 1? We identified that the card was good. We noticed that it was strong. Refocus, gain 5 block, discard your hand. For each card discarded, draw 1 card and gain 1 additional block. That's cute. Swipe, attack 3 surrounding tiles, deal 6 damage. True AoE. Will it let us move our weapon equipment in mid-fight? That's something we need to try out, actually. Interrupt multiple enemies. That's kind of cute. Because if we could put swipe on Bloodbiter, I mean, that's incredible, right? I don't mind this refocus, though. It's effective draw. It's a good block card. I do feel like we're getting to a point where we can start skipping, though. We're doing pretty well on block as it is. I think we take this because it's card draw. Wah, wah, wah. 6 regen. I'm good. Your popularity is going up. Right, the sword is cursed, so we can't move it around. That's right, thank you. Exhausted, you drag yourself to the medical room, where a seasoned therapist gives you a glance before pointing impatiently at a list of services for you to choose from. Chiropractic treatment, lose 120 gold, upgrade 1 card. Electrotherapy, lose 120 gold, remove 1 card, or never mind, it's too expensive. Let's take an upgrade. We have Faint, so we specifically wanted to upgrade Wind Up in order to make it 0 cost so that it has 2 targets. We also want to upgrade our Fortify, and so hopefully we can do that at the shop. Remove cards, buy cards, switch card colors. Okay, actually, maybe it's upgrade weapons then. And then we'll get the upgrade at the rest. We could also potentially remove cards. And you know what? We didn't look at a card shop, so we need to do this for the science. Let's see what the card shop looks like, and let's see how expensive things are. Removal is 150. Switch colors is 75. Sell items, we're going to get the value of the items. Cards are kind of expensive. Like, really expensive. What the hell? But some of them are better than what we've seen. But the actual energy cost is high too. 10 damage, 2 vulnerable, but it costs 2 to use. This might have just been a weirdly high roll in terms of costs. That's definitely possible. Bloodthirsty, draw 1 card for each surrounding unit. That's cute. Hard to justify buying cards here, I feel. They would have to be really, really... But I've noticed, look, it's showing us 3 powers. I wonder if it always does that. Okay, I have an idea. Let's go remove. We're going into a boss, so let's remove one of these basic strikes. You only get 1 removal. Wow. Wow. Okay, let's use the switch colors then. I want to know. And let's switch... We like healing off best defense, so that's not going to be it. We could switch breathing technique, actually, and that makes a lot of sense. It's now silver, so it gets the +2 block, and it gives us barricade. Sold out. You can only do that once. Okay, and a refresh. It's still triple power. So it must be that that's the reason you come to shops, really, is to hunt for powers to complete your build. Because otherwise the skills and actions and stuff, it's just like too much to ask for them. Dark Souls, every 6 times you deal damage, add 1 dark roll to your hand. Each stack decreases the number of times required. That's cute. All right, let's go. 1 more upgrade at the rest. Training. Upgrade the Fortify. Let's blast a boss. In we go. Restore 4 HP for each remaining encounter. You'll restore 0 and... This is so interesting. Look at this. The less fighting you've done, the more HP you gain going into the champ. You actually lose healing value as you take more nodes, which makes sense because you're getting more powerful, right? 180 life? Oh my god. Whatever will I do? Well, guess I'll gain some block and some war cry. Draw through my deck. And I guess if you make me, I could do 100 damage. But just this one time. And then I'm leaving. Oh, they're stunned. I should have stayed. Teak, you fool. I broke their guard. It's okay, I need time to build up another ridiculous attack. Oh god, it's here already. Dang it. Okay. Fortify. Repel. Breathing technique. Repel. Think we can kill this enemy with repulsion? Probably not. We're gonna lose too much block here. We can jump! What? You think you're tough, says the enemy? I mean, yes. You know, maybe we wanted to use initiative at the beginning there, huh? Come to think of it. Once again, I'm gonna try to see if I can feint this distance. Oh! Right. I can use the bag of tricks. Nice. Oh, God. Dang it. We could have certainly won this fight already. Had I played my cards right. You know, in the sense of the term. We certainly would be done. It's okay, we'll get them. Don't you worry. Their time is nigh. Any minute here, they'll be dead. Okay, they get fatigued from doing too much nonsense. It's fair. No zero costs in our discard yet, so we'll draw to them. And healed. GG. I mean, I think if all our runs are like that, we're going to be winning really a lot. Defeat Gigablade. New card unlocked. Last Stand. A 2-cost that does 8 damage plus 2 additional damage for each fatigue in your deck. The more you trash your deck, the more +2 this gains. I think multiplying is probably better than +2. Certainly glad we took the Warcry. It ended up synergizing very well. There was part of my brain that was like, this card's a common. We got to take the rare card. But I think taking the highly synergistic card was way more effective. I mean, just being able to nuke enemies and full heal off of it. You've won the fight. Select a new card. Flaming Barrier. Gain 2 Ember addition to blocking. Ember when attacked. Apply burn to attackers. Okay. Tough Nut is back. Get more block from blocks. Reflex is a power. Gain 2 block whenever you deal damage. That's cute. Is there shivs in this game? Beef Up. Gain 1 strength, which increases the damage that you deal. And this is a skill, so you can play it multiple times. Click again to view upgrade. Gain 2 strength. It's nice to view the upgrades here. It's a weird system to do it, though. Okay, upgraded Tough Nut is 4 block and 3 hardy. That's not bad. It's a lot of scaling block. What about reflex upgrade? 3 block whenever you deal damage? That's cute. Fireball, 12 area damage and 3 burn. These are cool effects. I'm gonna skip. Crane Charm. Gain 1 gold each turn. Receive 5 Old Wound at the start of the fight. Old Wound, receive 1 wound at the start of each turn for 1 turn. Okay. So this is like putting statuses. But we have extra energy. Sorry, not gold. Energy. Duelist Bracer. Draw 2 additional cards at the start of each fight. Bag of Prep is a boss relic. Mountain Bracer. Increase max HP by 14. I mean, 1 extra energy is pretty sweet. Obviously, trashing the deck is a little brutal, but this is substantial amounts of play. Take a Crane Charm, sure. Select slot to equip. Looks like it's a necklace. I'll put it in the necklace slot. Thank you so much for playing the demo. Please grab the full game, currently in early access, to continue your progress, or follow and share it with your friends. It really helps us get the word out. Is it still in early access? I thought it fully released in like January, or was that the early access release? Freaking excellent demo. I spent way too much time playing this game considering how many demos we have left, but I do not regret it in the slightest. I'm very happy with this game. Really. It's lovely. It certainly managed to capture Not only an actually interesting tactical component, like that one turn where we moved out of the way and the enemies smashed into each other was freaking awesome, but some of the feel that I love from tactics games, right? The tactics franchise that helped me fall in love with tactics, tactical grid-based positioning and movement, is Fire Emblem. I've played tons of Fire Emblem games, really, really enjoy them, and this had some of that feel of like epicness, mostly delivered through the music actually, but also being in the combat arena with all of the people talking. Okay, chat says early access started in January, so still early access. And I hadn't even thought about that. I thought that I just wanted tactics. I thought I just wanted, you know, movement and positioning-based tactics. And in recent memory, there have been a few games which nailed this, but which were not roguelike deck builders. Like Urtuk, one of the best tactics games I've played in a long time. It's really, really good. But this managed to capture it, and it brought me a sense of nostalgia that I'm really surprised by, while also still being a compelling deck builder. And I'm sure it will get more interesting in future acts, right? There's enough removal and upgrade and manipulation, and I like this whole 2-color system, or actually 3-color. Oh yeah, just lovely. Absolutely lovely. Super glad that we played through that one. Difficulty Veteran, classes Slave, run duration 1 hour. We took every fight, every elite. Yeah, maybe it was leftover gold becomes metaprog. I'm not really sure what the mechanic is there, but we would have to play more to find out. All right, GG. Really happy with that one. Really, really, really glad that was on the list. That's Alina of the Arena, a tactical deck builder roguelike, and it does it very well, and I've been looking for tactical roguelike deck builders that do it very well, so pleased.